5th of September, 1972. The world gathered in Munich, Germany for the 1972 Summer Olympics, a celebration of peace and international unity. But before sunrise, the Olympic dream turned into a nightmare. 8 armed militants from the Black September organization infiltrated the Olympic Village and took members of the Israeli team hostage. Within hours, the world's televisions were broadcasting a live international crisis. The attack would end in tragedy and trigger one of the most secretive revenge operations in modern intelligence history. The militants demanded the release of Palestinian prisoners held by Israel. Negotiations dragged on for hours. German authorities attempted a rescue operation at an airbase outside Munich. But by the end of the night, 11 Israeli athletes and coaches were dead. The massacre shocked the world. For Israel, it was not just a terrorist attack, it was a national trauma. The Israeli government, led by Golda Meir, faced an impossible question. How should a nation respond to an act of international terrorism? Within weeks, Israeli leaders authorized a covert retaliation campaign. Its mission was clear: track down every person responsible for planning the Munich attack and eliminate them. The operation would later be known as Operation Wrath of God, and the hunt would span continents. The mission fell to Mossad, Israel's elite intelligence service. Teams of covert agents spread across Europe and the Middle East. Their targets were members of Black September organization and senior figures within the Palestine Liberation Organization. The assassinations would take place in hotel rooms, city streets, and apartment buildings. Bombs hidden in telephones. Bullets fired from suppressed pistols. A shadow war had begun. Throughout the 1970s, suspected organizers of the Munich attack began to disappear. Some were shot outside their homes, others were killed by explosive devices hidden inside telephones or vehicles. Cities like Rome, Paris, and Athens became silent battlefields. The operation was ruthless and methodical. But intelligence warfare is rarely perfect, and soon, a mistake would shake the entire operation. 1973. Mossad agents tracked a suspected militant to the quiet Norwegian town of Lillehammer. Believing he was a key planner of the Munich attack, the team moved quickly. But they were wrong. The man they killed was an innocent Moroccan waiter. The incident, later known as the Lillehammer Affair, triggered international outrage. Several Mossad agents were arrested, and the secret campaign suddenly faced global scrutiny. Despite setbacks, the campaign continued. One of the most daring missions occurred in Beirut, Lebanon. Israeli commandos infiltrated the city in a covert raid known as Operation Spring of Youth. Disguised as civilians, they targeted high-ranking Palestinian leaders. The operation demonstrated the extraordinary reach of Israeli intelligence and special forces. The full list of targets and operations remains classified even today, but historians believe the campaign lasted nearly 2 decades. For Israel, it was a message. Attacks against its citizens would not go unanswered. For critics, it raised difficult questions about assassination, international law, and the ethics of revenge. The story later inspired the film Munich, directed by Steven Spielberg, yet the real story remains even more complex than fiction. A story of intelligence, revenge, and the long shadow of terrorism. Operation Wrath of God remains one of the most controversial covert campaigns in modern history. A mission born from tragedy, a hunt that crossed borders and decades, and a reminder that in the shadows of global politics, wars are often fought in silence.